Google. Such a good thing, right? You know, it's like a very powerful search engine and it just gives you so many answers to so many questions. So why is it that people always come to me for these questions that Google can answer? I mean, it doesn't make any kind of sense to me whatsoever. Google is there for a reason and no one ever uses it. The only time I ever see people use Google is for school, which I know for a fact that you have to use Google for school because I had to for research papers. I know you gotta do those same research papers that I had to do when I was in high school and just in school in general, you know? But it just kind of baffles me that people constantly ask me questions that Google can easily answer. Like just the other day, someone asked me a question, and you want to know what my answer was to their question? Just Google it. And you know what that person said? That's a good answer. Exactly, it's a good answer because I'm just trying to get people to search things up for themselves. I mean, people keep asking me for ROM links. People keep asking me for all this stuff, and it's like Google can easily answer those questions. I mean, just type it in on Google, and I guarantee you'll be able to find it. I mean, Google is everywhere on the internet, literally everywhere on the internet. What does Google have on the internet exactly? They have a powerful search engine, like the most used search engine. They have YouTube. They have their own social network website, Google Plus. They have their own web browser, Google Chrome, and then they have their own laptop, the Chromebook. They have their tablet, phones. I mean, my phone literally has with Google on the back of it. Literally, it has with Google on the back of it. That's ridiculous. And then they have, you know, Android, the Android market, which is like the Google Play Store. They have Maps, Translate, Shopping. They have all of this stuff with Google, and then no one ever uses any of these things. Even Mozilla Firefox has Google embedded in the browser itself, so you don't even have to go on Google.com to look up something. You can just type it up in the corner and you know, find what you're looking for. I don't understand why people don't use Google. I'm not Google. I am not your Google. I mean, unless it's a personal question that Google literally cannot answer, don't ask me the question, because I'm just gonna tell you, just Google it. You know, just Google it or look on Cerebee. Something, just look for it. I guarantee you'll be able to find it. I mean, in the time it takes you to ask me the question and for me to see the question and respond to your question, you could have probably already typed it in on Google and gotten your answer and been happy about it, you know? That's what doesn't make any sense to me. People always just sit there and just wait for an answer from someone when they could have just easily Googled the question. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I'm not Google. I am Jay. I am a human being. Google is not me. I'm not Google. So don't ask me questions that Google can easily answer. Now, some people are probably thinking, oh, it's just a simple question. Just answer it. But when you get multiple questions, most of them being the same exact question, it gets kind of annoying after a while, and you can't answer everybody because that's too many questions to answer. I'm not saying that I get hundreds and hundreds of questions every day that Google can easily answer. No, I don't. I'm not that popular. But I do get questions that Google can answer, and I just get kind of tired of answering them because it's just like, why am I answering these questions when you could just type it in on Google and answer it for yourself, you know? I mean, I'm trying to get people to search things for themselves rather than lean on people and always ask for help when help is not actually needed. You know, that's like, I don't understand. I don't really understand. That's like, I don't even know a good analogy or whatever for it. I don't even know if I could put that into a scenario where it will even make any sense. Where, you know, you ask for help when you don't even need the help. Like, I don't even know if I can even put that into a situation, you know? I don't even know, man. But point is just, it gets kind of annoying. And, you know, if you ever see me say, just Google it, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to help people search things for themselves, you know? I'm not a mean guy. I really am not a mean guy. But when people on the internet just make me mean, you know? They just make me, just make me mean, you know? And I try not to be mean, but, you know, sometimes I come off as mean. And I apologize for that, but, you know, I have my reasons for being mean if I am ever mean to any one of you guys or something like that. But, you know, yeah, I don't really understand. But going back to the main topic, Google is there to help you. Google is not just for school. Google is for everything. I mean, you can search up anything on Google, literally anything, and you'll be able to find it. I mean, I was able to use Google and find out how to do texture hacking. If you don't know what texture hacking is, it's when, you know, you change the colors of your Pokemon in the game so they're like a completely different color. I've done that before, you know. There was no tutorials on YouTube about it, so I literally had to go search it up on Google, and I managed to find it within like an hour or two, you know. And it was, and you know, when you finally find your answer, you know, you feel you feel that accomplishment. It's like, I finally accomplished my goal, you know. And you know, I just don't know, man. I just don't even know anymore. I just don't know anymore. And what is on TV? Ew, iCarly. That kind of sucks. Oh wait, is this the prank episode? Okay, never mind. It's the prank episode. That's a good episode. I like that episode. Way off topic. Anyway, point is, I'm not your personal Google. Don't ask me questions unless they're super personal. Something like, unless you ask me something that Google can't answer, like my render settings for my videos, or what's my future Let's Play gonna be, which never ask me that question because I have absolutely no idea what my future LPs are ever gonna be. I just look at a game, and if I want to play it, I play it. If I don't, I don't. Don't ever ask me that. Other questions. Like questions just about me in general, you know, things like that. So, you know, yeah, stay, you know, just saying. But I'm not saying ask me those questions because I'm probably not going to answer those unless I'm doing a question video where, you know, I answer people's questions or stuff. But, you know, yeah. So, that's pretty much all I have to say. Yeah, just Google your own stuff, learn how to search things for yourself, and you know, I will be happy, and the internet will probably be happy too, you know. So yeah, and that's all I gotta say. So if you enjoyed this, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for my next rant, which will probably be about something about Pokemon. Probably something about like 5th gen and nostalgia fags and stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for that because I have a little thing for nostalgia fags. I can't stand them, you know. They kind of irritate me a little bit just because, you know. I'll explain it a little bit later though. So, yeah. See you guys later.